You know, it's not like we don't wish that we could keep up and actually perform like an all-terrain vehicle. It looks like a lot of fun, but it is just not our nature. And we really have to be careful not to berate ourselves because we are different and we can't perform in the world on the same kinds of roads that most people do. Let's drop the guilt. This is our design, this is our vehicle, and we just have to love it and see it for what it is and not put it down because it doesn't do what something else can do. Hey, beautiful. How are you on this beautiful day? If you're a highly sensitive person, you have probably felt exhausted, depleted, and just kind of completely wiped out after being with the people. It's something that I think we all share. I've read it in a lot of your comments, and I know that it's totally true for me. After being in a group or interacting with somebody, going out for dinner or having people over or just being around other people, we have a need that is so profound to retreat and recuperate. And it's not just something that is light and easy to do like it is for most of non-HSP people, where if they push themselves, if they're in gatherings and they come home exhausted from all the stimulation, they can go to bed, rest, and wake up fresh the next day, and then they start again. But highly sensitive people, because of our different nervous system and the depth at which we process and perceive stimulation and everything that is around us, the effects are actually much, much deeper and require much more time to repair, to heal, and to be able to get back to a functioning level. A lot of people say that they can go to a gathering with family or see their grandkids, and it's like something that they love and that is rich and that is meaningful. And yet after they come back home or the people leave, if they were visiting, it takes a week to get over it and just to get back on track and feel like yourself, like with enough energy to actually get through a day normally, like you would like to. And it is a reality. For us, there really is a high price to pay for depleting ourselves. And it happens a lot when we are surrounded by other people. And I call this people hangover. I don't know how it shows up for you other than exhaustion, but I know that for myself, after gatherings and interacting with people, not only once I get home exhausted, I can't sleep because my body is overstimulated and it's like this rumbling engine inside. And I know it's my nervous system that it's just like screaming, oh my God, what have you done to me? But the next morning, I actually feel like nauseous and dizzy and just kind of completely out of it. It's physiological to a deep, deep, deep degree. It really feels like an actual alcohol hangover, and yet it's just from people. I know that some people, when we share this with non-HSP that either don't want to, don't have the ability, or are not interested or curious to know what it is to live like this, they can easily judge and tell us to just get over it, that life is hard for everybody and everybody has to make an effort, and we're just kind of complaining. And that, like I said, just get over it and keep going. Life is hard for all of us. And that judgment is kind of an interesting analogy to it. It's a little bit like comparing a four-wheeler with a Formula One car. You know, the Formula One car, every time they go for a run, they need to be parked in the garage, to be tuned up, to be readjusted, parts need to be taken out and replaced and cleaned, and then they can go back for another little outing, and then they're parked in the garage again for a night or for a few days before they can go out and perform. This is how we're designed. Our vehicle is different. We're not four-wheelers that can just like push through any terrain and come back and do it again and do it again and do it again. We are a more finely tuned and delicate vehicle that is extraordinary, but that needs more time in the garage. And the time in the garage is the time we take to retreat, refuel, be by ourselves, go to nature, and it's just the time it takes us to get over our people hangover. If you're enjoying my videos and you're a highly sensitive person or a sensitive person that feels all the things that I'm talking about, please share the video, like it, subscribe. It's going to make YouTube spread the word more. It's going to show my videos on more people's feed, and we're going to keep growing this community. So if you're finding value here, please subscribe, like, keep watching other videos, and share my channel with people you think would appreciate it too. Thanks a lot. You know, it's not like we don't wish that we could keep up and actually perform like an all-terrain vehicle. It looks like a lot of fun, but it is just not our nature. And we really have to be careful not to berate ourselves because we are different and we can't perform in the world on the same kinds of roads that most people do. Let's drop the guilt. This is our design, this is our vehicle, and we just have to love it and see it for what it is and not put it down because it doesn't do what something else can do. So let's make sure that we see ourselves for what we are and that we take some actions, I guess, to help us move with who we are. We can try not to have too many public events in a row. We can know that if we do, accept that days after we'll need a lot of me time and that it is what it's going to be. I know sometimes it's hard once we're with people to just make the decision, I have to leave, or let people know I'm sorry, I've got to go. But there's a way maybe to deal with that. And maybe sometimes it's showing up and telling people, I'm probably just going to stay for a couple hours because XYZ, because you're a HSP, because you're tired, because you need to, whatever you want to say. But just presenting it ahead of time, it takes away the awkwardness and kind of the embarrassment or the guilt of just sneaking out in the middle of the evening or in the middle of the gathering. And for all of us, let's find out what it is that actually refuels us. I know that for me, it's pretty much exclusively nature. Nature is what rebuilds me every single time. So I can plan on being more in contact with nature once I am depleted, and hopefully be with nature more regularly so that I don't get so depleted. But when I do, I know that I have to make the effort to reconnect with nature to slowly get me back up. So my little Formula Ones, I wish you a great week. Enjoy your vehicle, and I will see you soon. I love you. So just like drinking, we have to know our limits if we want to avoid a hangover the next day. Because these people hangover, they can last for more than a day, and aspirin is not going to fix it. So highly sensitive people, enjoy the party, but know your limits.